Okay, so here's the deal. We're gonna factor. We're gonna factor for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's a long time to factor. But here's the deal. You gotta learn how to factor because in Algebra 2, I cannot tell you how much factoring you're gonna do from here till May. And if you can't factor now, guys, you're gonna get a lot of stuff wrong. Okay? So let's learn. We'll take it slow. We'll inch forward. Okay, I'm gonna go really slow. I'm gonna back you up to 4th grade. Your 4th grade teacher put a number in front of you, 12, and then that 4th grade teacher probably said, hey, give me some factors of 12.
2,
What?
6, 3, 4.
Okay, and with those numbers, you could just say 2 times 6, right? 3 times what?
4.
4?
1 times 12.
Okay. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know what factoring is?
Yeah.
Just give me multipliers that give me 12, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. That's not what you're going to do with me. That's too easy for you. You're going to do this. Instead of taking the number 12, I'm going to give you a quadratic expression. And then I'm going to ask you to what?
Factor it.
Factor it. Okay, so if I give you this, there. It's the same. I just asked you this same question. 12, give me some factors. Oh, you did it. Easy. X squared plus 5x plus 6, give me the factors.
For 5 it would be 1 and 5.
That's not the number 5, though. That's x squared plus
So
5x
x
plus 6.
plus 1x plus 2 times x plus 5x plus 3.
No.
Is
John?
Would it be x times x plus, and then in parentheses, it would be 5 x's plus themselves, and then plus
I think it's
6, or plus 3 times 2.
You're just breaking into parts.
I know,
X
that's
plus-
all that is.
Okay,
X plus
well,
5.
here's what I want you to know. I want you to know you did this in 9th grade over and over and over. You've already forgot, but when I tell you how to do it, you'll go, oh, this is so simple. First of all, when I say factor, here's what I mean. Factor just means give me a number times a number. Like 2 times 6, 3 times 4. What times what is this back here? Well, you guess what? I'm going to back you up. I'm going to make you go this direction. I'm going to start you here and go this way. So would you, on the top of your paper right now, just go do this problem. Take this binomial, okay? Take this binomial, x plus 2 times x plus 3, and multiply. When I say multiply, I'm actually saying what? Boil it up. This is the only time I'm going to ask you to do this. Do it. Get an answer.
I was just about to tell you that. I just remembered it.
What do you know?
Okay. Either you're done or you're still working on it. Adrian, how'd you do it? What?
Good.
No, how did you do it?
I just like x by x, then x by 3, like draw the arrows over.
Okay, x times, okay, is what?
X squared.
Okay, then what?
X times 3, so 3x.
Is 3x good?
Plus 2x.
Inner times inner. Okay, plus 2x. And then what?
Times 3 times 2 equals 6.
Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, gotcha. So he gets that, right?
And then I combine like terms.
Combines like terms. Now, like terms are these two. Just a quick definition of like terms. How do we know they're like?
Same variable.
Same variable. What else?
Not a fraction. No.
Same power. Same power. Now, what's the power?
1.
X to the first, x to the first. X to the first and x to the second are different terms, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't touch these terms, but you can touch these two. So the answer is,
X squared plus 5x plus 6.
oh, okay. Guess what? Do you remember what I asked you? X squared plus 5x plus 6. What two numbers, when you multiply, give you this?
2 and 3.
Do you see it?
Yeah, you just did.
X plus 2 times x plus 3 is what? Whoa, I missed it. Is what? is this. Okay, now let me go back here and just talk to you a little bit. You guys, when you do this today, this is what you're going to be given. You're given this right here. This is what you're given, and you're expected to go back to this. This is the answer. So watch my marker. Go in this direction is called multiplication. Okay, so you will go this way, that's multiply. That's not what you're doing today. I just made you do it once. What you're going to do is start here and go this direction. That's called what?
Factoring.
Factoring, yes. So today you're going to be asked to take a quadratic expression and turn it into multiplication. Now, we got to talk. How does this happen? Well, first of all, x squared plus 5x plus 6 is known as 3 terms.
Standard.
What?
Standard.
Standard form. Oh, yeah, it is standard, but that's not what I was looking for. 1 term plus 1 term plus 1 term is 3 terms. There's a name for 3 terms. Trinomial. This is known as a trinomial. Trinomials typically they factor into what we call this is 2 terms. 2 binomials. That's right. So usually your answer will look like this. My trinomial, my quadratic expression, is going to break into 2 binomials. Now, where does this come from? X squared. Look up there.
X times X.
First term times first term, right? And if that's x squared, won't this always be x times x? Okay, that's an easy one. Where does this come from? Right there.
First times the second, or fourth.
Last term
Oh.
times the last term must give you the last term, right? You with me? Okay, wait a second. I get 2 times 3 is 6, but where does this come from? The 5.
The first and fourth.
Factors that add together.
Inner, 2x, outer,
Inner, outer.
okay? Inner's 2x, outer is 3x, that adds up to 5x. But here's the deal. I don't want you to look that way. I want you to look at just the numbers. 2 and 3 multiplied is 6. 2 and 3, if you add them, you get 5. This is how it works. Every time. You get it? The 2 numbers have to multiply to give you the last number. The 2 numbers must add up to the what? Middle number. Okay, here's my question. Why couldn't the answer be this? Why can't it be, why can't it be 1 times 6 is 6, right? Why can't it be 1 and 6? Yeah, it wouldn't add up to 5x. Because the inner would get you 1x, the outer would get you 6x. That makes what? 7x. It doesn't work. So 1 and 6 is what, some people will put that on the quiz. They'll put 1 and 6 because 1 times 6 is 6. But it doesn't add up to 5. So when you factor trinomials into binomials, you think, what 2 numbers give me 6 when I multiply, but add up to the middle number. Okay? Your question, Adrian, was what? Did you have your hand up?
That was the question.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was the question.
That was the question. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started. Let's just go. Your first problem is x squared plus 14x plus 40. Take this expression and rewrite it in what form? Factored form. You should be thinking, factored form means, give me 2 numbers and multiply to give you the number up above. This is a trinomial. Typically, you get 2 binomials, right? Okay. Okay, so now, if that's what you're typically going to get, let's get started. First term times first term must give me the first term x squared. What's it going to be? X times x. If you FOILed it, that's what you get, x squared. Okay. Now, either you buy into this, and what I mean by buy into this, I have a method I do. In my method, I do it all the time. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, you invent your own method. But if you invent your own method, let me know, because I'll approve it. I just want to know what you're doing. Okay, here we go. Here's my method. See this number 40 in the back? I write it down. It's positive 40, correct? So I write positive 40, and then you know what I do? I write down all the factors of 40. And I start with 1. So 1 times 40 is 40. Then I go to 2. 2 times 20. 3. No, doesn't work. 4.
10,
5.
8,
6. Doesn't work. 7.
no,
Doesn't work. 8.
Yeah.
Oh, 8's over there. So guys, when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8's over there, you're done. This is the possibility of what your answers could be. All those factors give me 40. But I'm only worried about which factors give me 40 and add up to 14. So then I go like this. Over here, I just, quick, add the numbers. What's this? 41. Not it. This. 22. Not it. Next. 14. Is that what I want?
no,
That's it. What about these two? 13. Not it. Okay, so I've got it. It's 10 and it's 4 times 10. So then I put x what? Plus 4 times x plus 10. Good? That's the answer. You're done. How do you check your answers? Hey, somebody said plug them in. Harry said, we're not solving equations. We're not getting x is 10, x is 4. We're not getting the answers. We're getting factors. What?
Foil it.
Foil it. Now, guys, you could foil, but I don't waste my time foiling. You know what I do in my head? I just do this. I know x times x is x squared. I just do a visual check. I also know 4 times 10 is 40, and 4 plus 10 is what? 14. So I always ask myself those questions. I don't really foil it. If you want to foil and you want to take all that time, do it. I just recommend just do a mental check. Okay? All right. Next problem. It's the same problem. X squared minus 11x plus 30. Put it in factor form. Go. I'm kind of hoping you can do it before me. Okay? Okay. Here we go. So you go.
that's not the right one.
Oh, is it up higher?
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Shoot. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Here we go. So you got x squared minus 11x plus 30. So you say this times this has to give me this, right?
Mhm.
Okay. First times first has to be what? X times x. You know the last term times last term must give you the 30. So quick, write down a couple, not a couple. I do all the factors. I always start with 1, then I go to 2. Give me some more.
3 and 10, 5 and 6.
3, 10, 5, 6. Anything else? No. Then I do a quick, add them in my head to see if I can get this number, negative 11. And I get what?
5 and 6.
31. This is me adding. 17, 13, 11. Well, I want negative 11, so this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. That doesn't even work down there.
It's negative for both.
There you go. Guys, it doesn't work. Positive plus a positive is not going to ever be negative 11. But here's the deal. When you see the last number is positive, there's 2 options for positive. One is positive times positive, and one is what? Negative times negative. Guys, if you see a positive in the back, and you see negative in the middle, the signs will be both what? Negative, negative. And then you put what here? Okay. So here's what I want you to know. when you look at a problem, always look at the back number. If the back number is positive, what do you know about the signs of your two binomials? Nope. They're the same. It'll either be positive times positive, or it'll be negative times negative. In this case, it was negative, negative. In the previous one, it was what?
Positive, positive.
Positive, positive. Yeah. Okay. Good?
Sure.
So guys, you know what? When I wrote those factors, you know what I should have done? I should have made every one of them what? Negative, negative. Then this would have been negative 31, negative 17, negative 13, and negative 11. And I would have found it right away. Okay? Good? So what makes the next one harder?
There's a negative in the back.
With the back number, it's negative 32. That makes it harder. It just does. Okay, try it. Have you figured out by now it's always XX?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's not hard. Okay. When you see the negative 32, though, be careful. How do you get negatives
Plus
when
and
you're
minus.
multiplying?
Plus and minus.
Positive and a negative, right? So 32, when it's negative, I would start with maybe this. Okay? That's what I would do. Just make one of them negative, make one of them positive, and then just start writing factors. What else works? 216. 3 doesn't work. 4 and 8. How about 5? How about 6? 7. 8.
Yeah.
You already have it right here. You're done. That's it. Start adding. Which one adds up to what? Negative 14.
16.
This one adds up to what? 31. Not it. This one adds up to what?
Negative 14.
14. You want negative. There's a quick solution to this.
Flip the sign.
Flip the signs. Whenever you get the opposite of what you're looking for, flip the signs. Make that positive, make that negative. Oh, look at that. It works. So you're going to say x plus 2x minus 16. You okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or in between. How do you feel? Uh-oh, 2 people didn't want to vote. Now I don't know. Most of you had thumbs up. Okay, well here's the deal. 2 people didn't want to vote, so I'm just going to give you another one. Just do it off the side. Circle the answer and I walk by you. Okay? 90% of you have thumbs up. So you must be able to do this. Go ahead, do it. Just point at it when I walk by you. By the way, I made this one a little harder, just so you know. Okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do it.
If you have it, just raise your hand. One person has it.
It's up here. They have some.
X minus 6. Not right. No. No? Anybody? John, you got it? No, it's not. 57 times 1 is 2 people have it right. 3 people. 4. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. When I get to 10, I'll quit. that is negative 56. What's that plus that?
I do too.
Negative
What do you think is negative right now?
is the neutral.
Trash.
Nine. 10. We got 10. Okay.
No.
XX, right? Last number's what?
7 and 8.
Okay, so I sat and this is how I would have done it. I would have said, what are my options? I would have said this. What else? I go in order. 1, 2, 3. 3, no. 4. 5, no. 6, no. 7.
Yes, 8.
Okay. And when I say 7, the next number is 8. Well, 8's over here. Okay, I'm done. Options. What is the number in the middle? You want it to add up to negative 1. Well, this is 55, 26, 10. What's this? Positive 1. I want negative 1.
So flip the sign.
Flip the sign. Plus 7, minus 8. If you wanted to take the time to check it, you would do what?
Well, yeah.
You could foil it if you want. I still say it's easier just to do this. 7 times negative 8 is negative 56. 7 plus negative 8 is negative 1. I know I have it right. Instead of writing it all up. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now y'all, I got a lot of this. I got a lot of this, and then all of a sudden, I checked. We had people get that wrong. I did make that harder, just so you know. Negative 56 is not an easy number. Okay? All right. Next up, you have 3 or 4 more problems. Now, they're going to shift gears on you, and here's what they're going to do. They're going to shift gears, so I'm going to just kind of give you a couple practice problems. Okay? Here's what they want. They want you...
So would that be 6 n squared minus 9?
Hang on one second. They want you to take out... And the problem is they don't really say this word. They don't say greatest. They just say take out what?
Common factor.
A common factor. But it is the greatest common factor. So when you hear me say things like take out what?
GCF.
The GCF. I'm talking about the greatest common factor. What's the largest number that goes into 6 and 9? 3 goes into 6. 3 goes into 9. What about 6?
No.
6 doesn't go to 9. Okay. All right. So you're going to take out a what?
3.
A 3. And when I say factor, you take out the GCF. You just take it out. And you told me it was 3. Yes, sir.
That's 6 n minus 9. Or 6 n squared minus 9.
I'm not. I made this up.
Oh,
Are you looking at your notes?
No.
No, I'm making this up.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Take out a 3. Okay. Now, when you take out a 3, you need to tell me 3 times what is 6n minus 9. When you take out a GCF, it's like division. You're dividing it out. So you just go up here and go like this. Just divide everything by what? 3. Take out a 3. 6n divided by 3 makes 2n
Minus 3.
minus 3. Would you agree that this times this is 6n minus 9?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just do it in your head quick. That's what?
6 n.
6n, that's what?
9.
3.
Negative 9. It works. Good? Yeah? Now I gave you probably one of the easiest GCF problems I can give you. Now let me get you a little tougher one. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, let's go that minus
Oh boy.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go a little harder. We're talking about the GCF, greatest common factor. Look at the numbers. Largest number that goes into 8 and 24.
8.
Some people will say 2. That's common. 4. That's common. But greatest common would be what? 8. Times. But wait a second. Common? What else do they have in common?
Why?
Y's. How many y's do they both have at least?
2.
This y cubed is y. This y squared is what?
My wife.
Y. Now look at that. Can you see it? They share what? They both have what?
Two Y's.
At least two of them, right? And careful when you say it that way, because you said they have two Y's in common. It's, what am I going to write here?
Y squared.
Y squared, yep. Okay, so now the GCF becomes a number and a variable. So now, how do you take it out? You divide. And I still think this helps you guys, just to put this down here, instead of doing it in your head all the time. So when you factor out an 8y squared, the question becomes, what's left?
Y.
8 goes into 8 once. A y squared and a y cubed.
There's one Y.
You have to understand you're doing this, right? You're going y times y times y divided by y. What happens?
Cancel out.
This y with this y, this y with this y. What's left?
One Y.
Just y. Right? Is 8y squared times 1y 8y cubed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, do it again. 8 goes into 24, negative 24. Negative 3 times, right? And a y squared and a y squared.
They just cancel each other out.
Yeah, out, they're done. They're gone. That's the answer. 8y squared times y minus 3. And how do you know you're right? You don't FOIL this, you distribute it through. 8y squared times y is 8y cubed. What's 8y squared times negative 3? Negative 24y squared, it works. Okay? Do you think you get that common, that greatest common factor thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have 4 to do now. Go to your notes. Here it is. First one's right here. Go. I just don't want to help you. I want you to actually do it before me.
But you took out a y squared, I put y squared.
Oh, you know, but you didn't take out the greatest common factor. You took out a common factor. It's only y's in them, right? But when I say greatest, it's like y. Greatest number they have in common is this number. They have 2 y's in common. So you have to say. You took out a common factor. You didn't take out the common factor. Yeah, your answer's right.
I got 7 and squared.
Okay, 721. What was it? GCF.
Oh,
7. Put it here. Oh, do they share ends?
No.
No ends. Don't take out an end. Okay, well, divide by what?
7.
7, and get what?
N squared minus 3.
Good? Multiply, see if it's right. 7 times n squared is what? 7n squared. 7 times negative 3 is what? Negative 21. It works. It's good. Now, I haven't told you why we're doing this, but why we're doing this is for the future, because we will do a lot of things with factoring in the future, like all year long. And if you're not good at factoring, you're going to struggle all year long. So eventually you have to figure this out. Next. A, B, C. Take out the G, C, F. Factors. Go. Anybody done? Yeah, do A, B, C. Anybody done?
Sort of.
Well,
Okay, so you're thinking this is a trinomial factoring quadratics. So then look at
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm doing.
So yeah, it's right.
good.
there will be food.
Let's see where it is.
Good.
The incentive.
You took out the
Nothing to do with me, just there's food. There's food.
That's the only reason why I was about to go to
That is.
my assistant's birthday party. I hit the kid, but he's like, You get free pizza ranch and free cake. I'm like, I
What's it?
hate you. I didn't know that.
You have none. I think you've got the idea of it.
No, I don't want to.
Check your
My
calendar.
boss.
You go to dashboard 24, day 3. Just
She was gonna have a shift for tonight anyways, because she accidentally scheduled somebody on a Wednesday, and they said they can't work Wednesdays.
Three angles.
They're awful, I hate it. So she actually found work at 7 tonight at her store, which is 24th.
Oh, I don't want to work.
Well, 24th is the home store for me technically, because that's where I pick up my work schedules. But, like, I'd gone without going to my store. Because she scheduled me at Pastry Ranch or the second Walmart. I prefer it, honestly, because I don't have to see her at all.
She's that bad.
Oh, yeah, she's awful. I've been here a year. It's awful. Although her husband turned down getting paid $11 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be difficult.
So, either we're 5:30 to 7 at my store time, or 5 to 7:30 at your store. And I have dancing.
I said there's a name.
Oh, wait, 6 divided by 3 is 2. N squared divided by n.
I wish strategic dance days and I was randomly spread my
They do like it.
You said 3 and 5.
So I was happy doing this. It hurts so much. But if I go off my right
Yeah, this one's
side,
going too.
this
Okay, we gotta go. Ready? I didn't get over there. Don't even know what you guys did over there, but I know this side of the room, a little confused, so maybe you guys are too, I don't know. Here you go.
I'm good.
It's this times this. First goes what?
Great to come back.
Okay, what goes into 6 and 9?
3.
3.
Kind of do.
They have an n and an n squared,
So that.
so take out n. The secret, just so you know, it's always going to be take the what exponent?
One.
Lowest.
You always take the lowest variable exponent, always. So when you take out a 3n, then you just do quick division in your head, but wait a minute, maybe don't do it in your head. Okay, 6 divided by 3? 2. N squared divided by n is n divided by n.
And
That would cancel. N plus
3.
3, because of 9 divided by 3. N's do what?
Cancel.
Cancel. You're done. This is called a binomial. I have not taught you anything about binomials. Don't even try it fast. Move on. G, C, F. 9. How about X's?
No.
No. Let's take out 9. Start here. 9, 9, 9. 9s are out. X squared. 9s are out.
Plus X.
18 divided by 9.
Minus.
Minus 2. It looks like you're done, correct? But you got to, in your head, go like this. I took out the GCF, but when I see trinomials, which I have, that's a trinomial. Sometimes trinomials can be split into what? 2 binomials. So then, you got to try this. You can't say, well, I don't want to do that. Well, you have to. The last number is -2. Make a little chart. What are factors of -2? -1 times 2. That's it. Add that in your head, what do you get?
3.
I don't get 3.
Negative 2.
No, I don't get negative 2 either.
We should add it.
Add that in your head.
Mine was negative 1.
I'm getting 1.
1.
Is that what you want? Yeah, you want the 1. Guys, those are the two factors, negative 1 and positive 2.
Do we get quizzes back?
Yeah, you do. See this? Those are your factors. The 3 numbers that multiply to give you this up here, they're right there. That was a tough one. You had to kind of go further with it, okay? The next one. Take out a what? And an x. Divide everything by what? 4x. First one would be x what? Followed by?
No, that'd be 2x.
No,
Oh,
4
okay,
and
no,
4
that
cancel.
yeah.
Followed by 2x, followed by 3. Now, look inside, you got a trinomial. You should be saying to yourself, oh, is there a chance I could factor again? Well, look at the last number, it's 3, right? Okay, give me some factors of 3. Or you could have said this, right?
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you want this number too. What does this add up to?
4.
Adds up to 4. What's this one add up to?
Negative 4.
Oh, can't get to.
2.
So this trinomial is factorable or unfactorable. Unfactorable. So guys, when you know you can't factor it, you kind of have to say, well, didn't need to do any of that work. That's the answer right there. This is it. That letter B was by far the harder one. Okay? Letter B.
Really? 'Cause I got it. No, I didn't, never mind.
Do you have your calendar? Because your calendar tells you to go to your book and do certain problems.
Send me a picture of that.
No, you can't keep your book.
Because I won't remember to look at my calendar. Then I have more yard work to do today.
You're doing yard.
Again. And now I'm still by college. For today.
That's why I'm always excited.
Sorry,
Yeah.
No face. No face.
Yeah, I'm sure I did too.
Listen.
Yeah, what's 19?
Not today. Class. You want this?
Well, I want you to study. Okay, until you get to this. Okay. Listen. I did talk to you about your homework, and I was not kidding. When you guys are, hey, this factoring is like going to take you till May, June. We'll factor till June. If you can't factor, guys, you will suffer a lot of like 1 run, 2 run, 3 run of quizzes all year long. You got to be with me. You cannot be skipping assignments. You can't. Now, if you just don't know what you're doing, you got to make the sacrifice of calling mom and dad and saying, pick me up after school at 3:45. I need to stay 20 minutes in my math classroom for help. I need help. Call your mom, call your dad, tell them to come later. Okay? I do round up. If you got 21 and a half, you get a what? You get a 22. Okay? All right. Come on back.
I don't know how I feel about the white cake yet.
No?
I don't know. those in the grade?
No,
Oh,
I
you
not.
so used to.
Oh, by the way, this is the end of the quarter.
Okay.
This is where the line was drawn. This is not in the computer. It's not in the computer yet.
I really hope this part was grade up.
Well, it's just, it's most likely quizzes don't need your grade much anyways. Not at this time of the year. It's so late.
Wait.
I didn't know, so I
I'm
put
late.
36 in.
I did turn all of the time. I bring it up this year.
Big quiz.
I don't know. I might not get
Thank you. You two guys in the middle. If you don't have a calendar, you need one. You need to know what you're.
I get to report to a podcast. Yeah, so I
No, maybe I'll start tomorrow morning.
You do quiz, we did.
Yeah.
Well, I figured out what.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure, John?
Well, I'm sure.
John?
Come on.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay,
It's just a miscalculation.
alrighty. Alright, you good back there, buddy?
Yes.
Okay,
See you, Mr. Commissioner.
alright, see you.
Alexandria Lawrence, please come to the office. Alexandria Lawrence, please come to the office.
I think I have like 7 or 8 of those bags in my house. I can never find them when I need them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always looking for them. I think JC has 2 of them, Jennifer has 1 or 2, Emily has 2. Okay,
What are we missing? Missed the last 2 days, correct? So the review and then the quiz, so take the quiz at like tomorrow or Friday, so we can not your classes, no. I'll send out a reminder.
you have these 2 days?
You
Your
first
whole
hour,
first hour? Wow,
they're rocking,
I bet they are. Are you guys doing homework?
for the most part.
It's not the right answer.
I don't be.
I know, but are you doing homework?
Yeah.
All right.
Still gonna have a BF quiz.
Yeah, I feel like I did good.
Stay on top of it, you guys both you guys.
What'd she say?
Alright, I'll be checking them all here.
You're gonna take the quiz
Serious?
right now?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good.
I am, well, like once it's all, yes.
It's just a work day.
Kind
Or we
of.
have to do the notes.
Should have done the notes last night, so today you could have a work day.
I know what happens.
They're pretty good about actually getting their stuff done. He's also